everybody to the Travel Collective. Tonight we're welcoming Linda. She loves butter pecan ice cream but can't eat it. She hated her job washing school buses, but not as much as she hates liquor. Linda has been mistaken for Oprah and has a huge collection of over 200 pairs of shoes. So welcome, Linda.
Thank you.
Hey, Linda, thanks again for joining us. So tell us, why Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii was one of those locations that was always on my husband and my bucket list. And so we've done a lot of traveling since we've dated and since we've gotten married. And we always go out of the country and, just going to tropical islands. And we thought, we've got one in the United States.
Right.
So when we started looking to travel there, it was really expensive. I didn't realize how expensive. And so we decided that, okay, we'll start, saving money so we can go. And we ended up there, but it was a fluke because we own timeshare and we went to another timeshare weekend event. And they were like, hey, if you sign up, you could go to Hawaii. And we were like, let's give it a try.
Meant to be, right?
Yeah.
We didn't buy anything, but we did get to go to Hawaii.
Well, that's a win. Oh my goodness, that's great.
That's fantastic. So while you're on your trip, is there something unique or unusual that happened to you guys? Can you share something there, a story?
Something unique. Something always unique happens when we go on our trip, but oddly enough, one thing I guess that was unique, we went on a tour to see the islands up in the mountains. And we happened to get a tour guide who was born and raised in Hawaii and in the up in the mountains in the island. I can't remember the name of it, but that's where he was born and raised. And so he explained everything about Hawaii, and it was just fantastic. And so, it was just great to hear someone who has lived there. And he took us to different areas where the tour doesn't typically go.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got to see a lot more than the average, tour trip.
That sounds great. So tell me about the food. We always love to hear, were there certain things that were great? So tell us a bit about that.
So, what was interesting was, we were in Honolulu, so we were right downtown where all the fabulous shops are and the beach. And the food basically was like American food. So there wasn't anything that was to me unusual, and I say unusual because my husband's from the Caribbean, and so we were always eating food of different cultures and nationalities. So it was just like a regular type. There was nothing different. Excuse me, our doorbell's ringing. There wasn't anything really unusual, other than that they had some mixed drinks that had Hawaii names or something like that. But the food was very, very good. You get avocado with breakfast, and, you don't see as much pineapple. And one thing I did learn was you won't get pineapple in Hawaii because you can only get it if you are from Hawaii. They don't export. When I always thought we were getting pineapple, it was from Hawaii.
Right.
They don't export it.
Oh.
Really?
No, they don't export the pineapple we're getting is from another country.
Yeah, I think we're probably getting it from Central America.
Yes, I think that's what he said. So only Hawaiians get the privilege of eating pineapple from Hawaii.
Wow.
Well, that's unusual, yeah.
I know the first time I saw a pineapple field, it was one of the most bizarre things, because the way pineapples grow is fascinating, right?
Yes. So we did get to go to the pineapple, the dole plant.
Okay.
We went there and we had dole sorbet. Dole pineapple sorbet, which was really, really good. But that was probably the only pineapple I would get to eat from Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So it sounds like you really enjoyed your trip. Lots of great things. Would you go again?
Oh, absolutely. My husband says probably not because he didn't like the long flight.
Okay.
To me, it was a long, I've gone out of the country further without him. So I've been to Malaysia and we're talking 21 hours. So.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because the flight how long is the flight for you to Hawaii?
So it was 5 hours from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. So to me, that wasn't bad.
No, that's not too bad. No.
No. But, he's like 2 hours.
And And most of those Caribbean places are. That's just, you know, down, especially from Texas, right? It's not that far.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's not that far at all.
Got it.
So do you have some suggestions for anyone that's planning a trip to Hawaii?
I would say, first of all, save a lot of money.
So it was expensive. You felt like it was a pricey trip.
It wasn't inexpensive. So to put more context to that, when we were meeting people and talking to individuals, we had to do another timeshare presentation because we got one. They inquired as to, you know, how we got there, and I explained, and the lady and everyone said to me and my husband, they were like, we can't believe that you got here for that little of a price. And I'm like, why? Because the place that we were staying at was, you know, very exclusive. And they were like, you know, you got to steal.
That's always good to hear.
It is good to hear, because I'm always so afraid of those, like, you're going to get trapped in those conversations. Like, come with me, little girl, and go listen to this story, and you can get a free night. But what a treat, because, I mean, if you travel a lot, to get that discount or that extra special thing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Why not, right?
Yeah, so I would say people need to really save a lot of money if you plan to go there, because it is expensive, particularly if they plan to do any shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is very, very pricey. You know, however, you can go to the markets and find really, really good deals, and they have fabulous markets.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called they're flea markets, which you have to go to the city and go maybe about 10, 15 minutes out of the way, but it is phenomenal. I mean, you could shop all day long.
Oh, okay. Well, and I love flea markets, so I'll be there. So you've been to Hawaii. That was on your bucket list. What's next, Linda?
Wow. So where I would love to go back to, my husband is a little leery, but I would love to go back to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I absolutely love it. I went there for corporate work when I was working in corporate America, and I just fell in love with it. I mean, I had to live there for 30, 60 days because of the job that I was doing.
Wow.
And I built such great relationships. We still connect on Facebook. LinkedIn.
Oh no, that's our 7 minutes.
Oh gosh.
Wow, Linda.
Can you believe we talked for 7 minutes?
Oh yeah. What an amazing opportunity and trip you had with your husband to Hawaii, which you'd really wanted to go to. What a win-win. So
yes, a win-win.
For sharing. And we invite everyone to click below if they want to hear more stories. So travel with us through real stories with real people.
Thanks, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
It was wonderful.
This was great. I can't believe I lost 7 minutes that quick.
I know, right?